In the quiet hum of progress, a silent tsunami is gathering force, set to reshape the economic landscape in ways few are prepared for. Automation, once the realm of science fiction, is no longer a distant threat. It's here, and it's moving faster than you think. If you're not scared, you're not paying attention. We live in a world where machines can do everything from driving cars to drafting legal documents. The idea that automation could render human workers obsolete might have seemed far-fetched a decade ago, but it's now a stark reality. The COVID-19 pandemic only accelerated this trend as businesses sought to minimize human contact and maximize efficiency. The numbers don't lie. According to a report by the World Economic Forum, by 2025, automation and artificial intelligence could displace 85 million jobs globally. While it's true that new jobs will be created, the pace at which these jobs emerge is far slower than the rate at which old ones are destroyed. And let's be honest, those new jobs won't be available to everyone. They'll require skills that the majority of the workforce simply doesn't have. This isn't just an economic issue, it's a generational one. The baby boomers, who have enjoyed the spoils of a system that's now crumbling, are passing the buck to younger generations. While they retire with fat pensions and homes paid off, millennials and Gen Z are staring down the barrel of a job market that's being hollowed out by automation. Consider this. The average lifespan of a Fortune 500 company has been steadily declining, and it's now less than 30 years. As these titans of industry fall, they take with them the stable, well-paid jobs that once formed the backbone of the middle class. And who's left to pick up the pieces? A generation of gig workers and freelancers, struggling to make ends meet in a system that's designed to exploit them. The impact of job loss isn't isolated to the individual. It ripples through the entire economy. When people lose their jobs, they lose their income, which means they can't spend money on goods and services. This, in turn, leads to further job losses as businesses cut back or close down altogether. It's a vicious cycle, and it's one that's already in motion, but it doesn't stop there. As more people become unemployed, the demand for government support increases, putting a strain on already stretched resources. This leads to higher taxes, cuts in public services, and a downward spiral that affects everyone, not just those who have lost their jobs. So, what can you do to protect yourself from this impending disaster? The first step is to acknowledge the reality of the situation. Denial is not a strategy, and neither is hoping that things will somehow work out. First, skill up or get left behind. The jobs of tomorrow will require skills that are vastly different from those of today. If you're not constantly learning and adapting, you'll be left behind. This doesn't mean you need to go back to school and get a degree, though that can help. But it does mean you need to be proactive about acquiring new skills. Look into online courses, certifications, and apprenticeships. Focus on areas that are less likely to be automated, such as creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence. These are the skills that will be in demand in a world where machines handle the routine tasks. Second, diversify your income streams. Don't rely on a single job or source of income. Diversification is key to financial stability in an uncertain world. Whether it's through side hustles, investments, or passive income streams, having multiple sources of income can cushion the blow if one of them dries up. Third, prepare for the worst. Emergency funds are no longer a luxury, they're a necessity. If you don't have one, start building it now. Aim for at least 6 months' worth of living expenses and keep it in a place where you can access it easily. Additionally, consider alternative housing solutions. The cost of living is skyrocketing, and traditional home ownership may not be feasible for everyone. Look into co-living arrangements, tiny homes, or even off-grid living as potential options. 4. Get political. Finally, don't underestimate the power of collective action. The problems we're facing are systemic, and they require systemic change. Get involved in political movements that are pushing for policies to protect workers, such as universal basic income, retraining programs, and regulations on automation. The choice is yours. The future is uncertain, but that doesn't mean you have to be unprepared. Will you be a victim of the coming storm, or will you be one of the few who see it coming and take action? The time for complacency is over. The time for action is now.